Boniface Mwangi, the activist, was recently on Nation Media, and this was an interview where he said something that has left Kenyans disturbed, more so about him. There has always been a narrative about Boniface Mwangi that we will dive into in this video a little bit later, but first, let's look at what he said. Now, in this interview, he stated that he thinks the two hashtags that ruled the day on the 25th of 2025 during the Maandamano were actually state-sponsored. The two hashtags he's referring to are the hashtags Siri ni numbers and Occupy State House.
But it's a mass issue. The hashtag on Wednesday was Siri ni numbers, and we saw the numbers come out.
I'm laughing.
Why? Why?
Because I think Siri ni numbers and Occupy State House was actually state
sponsored.
State-sponsored.
Okay,
yes, yeah.
Interesting. Why? Because I thought, from just looking through my timeline, Siri ni numbers to me meant come out.
And to do what? Occupy State House.
No, I thought it was
linked.
Oh, okay.
It was
to commemorate.
It was the same people pushing those two hashtags, those state hashtags. Yeah. Because let me tell you.
After listening to him, do you really believe that these two hashtags were state-sponsored? And what do you think of Boniface Mwangi saying this on national TV? Because from what I'm seeing on social media, people are not happy with what he just said. And I might tell you as well that I also have my doubts. Now, looking at Boniface Mwangi, he is an activist who has done a lot for Kenya. He has fought for Kenya for many years, and he's always been anti-government, or at least fighting for the rights of the people. But that doesn't mean that he hasn't faced certain allegations or certain accusations. One of the main accusations being that he is a paid, sponsored commercial activist. That is, that his activism is not exactly genuine. It's backed up by money and certain individuals who he works under their orders. So now let's go back to that interview right there and what he's just said. He's just told us that the hashtag Siri ni numbers was actually state-sponsored. Now for me, this is what didn't sit right with me, because the hashtag Siri ni numbers actually did work magic on the 25th of June 2025. Not only did it help in urging people to come out to the streets and demand for their rights, demand for a better Kenya. We are fighting against police brutality. We are fighting against so many things. All Kenyans want is to be heard and for their rights to not be infringed anymore, because they are well stipulated in the constitution. So people were coming out, and the hashtag Siri ni numbers actually helped to encourage and urge more people to come out and demand for a better country. And everything that was being posted on that day on the timelines actually went to the hashtag Siri ni numbers. And not only did this hashtag work on the timelines, it also worked on ground. People started believing that, hey, the secret is actually with the numbers. When we are many, we are stronger. It's made people believe this, and this we witnessed even qua ground. We had people standing up against the police who were whipping people. We had Kenyans stand up to the police simply because they believed that when we are many, we are stronger. For instance, this clip right here displays the very same thing. In this clip, we get to see this Kenyan getting harassed by police officers. And for a minute there, this individual was overwhelmed, up until fellow Kenyans come from the corner right there, and then things switch and we get to see police officers actually running away. Now that right there is Siri ni numbers, and also Siri ni numbers is just, like an indirect translation of umoja ni nguvu. Unity is strength. That is what it means, right? So it did work on that day, and I actually saw people on that day saying on X that, this hashtag Siri ni numbers is really, it might have been the secret, because not only did it serve as a hashtag, it also made people believe that yes, the more we are, the many we are, the stronger we are. Bearing this in mind and listening to Boniface Mwangi, it is hard to decipher what exactly he's saying, and it is also hard to not ask the question, what was he hoping to achieve with this? Where was he going? Where was he driving at with this bit of information coming just shortly after the Maandamano day? Should this information be trusted? Should we now just believe that, oh, so Boniface Mwangi said sitting in numbers was state-sponsored? Is this believable? What do you think about this? Talk to me in the comment section. Meanwhile, here's what Kenyans had to say about his statement. An individual says Boniface is the face of paid activism. Man's bitter because he didn't take the front seat. However, we march on with or without him. Hashtag Siri ni numbers. He cannot believe it happened massively without his impact, input, and attendance. The enemy is one, Ruto. He can't believe he wasn't a main character. As we push along the way, we shall know all who have been pretending to be activists for their own personal gain. When the wind blows, the anus of the chicken is nowhere to hide. Boniface Mwangi feels so bad and angered that he didn't get recognized and hence receive his usual paychecks during demos. Man is wondering how Kenyans have grown to fight for themselves instead of waiting for paid activists to take advantage. He is a Ruto in a shell, somebody said, with another one adding, Huyo Boniface Mwangi only likes it when the credit is going to him. Ikienda kwa mwingine, lazima ataharibu. What are your thoughts on Boniface Mwangi's statement on that interview? And do you agree with what Kenyans are saying? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more updates.